Viewers, it's a new era of politics in Tamil Nadu and the story is changing day after day. After the Vijay government came to power, the DMK has been reduced to an opposition party, while the AIADMK is fighting amongst itself to decide who they're going to support. And the state has already witnessed a series of controversies just ahead of the floor test. On Monday, 2 separate letters were submitted to the pro tem speaker for the post of leader of the AIADMK in the House. While 30 MLAs supposedly are backing SP Velumani as leader of the party, only 17 are backing AIADMK General Secretary Eradicate Palniswamy. The rebel camp also claims that they will support the Vijay government. Earlier today, Chief Minister Vijay also met the leader of the rebel camp, C.V. Shanmugam, at his residence as part of his post-poll outreach to all political parties and their leaders. Now, this meeting also sends a message to the rest of the state, as Vijay is yet to meet the incumbent AIADMK chief, Eradicate Palniswamy.
Some proposal, which is we as a AIADMK legislative party to form the government with the support of the DMK government, which is against our founding principles. First of all, we congratulate Chief Minister Sir Vijay, and wholeheartedly we as a AIADMK party and AIADMK legislative party support and extend our support to the TVK government headed by Chief Minister.
And then you have the second controversy. Tamil Nadu's new leader of opposition, Udayanidhi Stalin, has once again raked up Sanatan dharma in his speech. As he signed off, Udayanidhi once again called for the eradication of Sanatan dharma. Interestingly, there has been no condemnation either from the TVK or other ruling parties so far. In fact, a TVK MLA even went on to say that they welcome anything that's in favor of the people.
Velga Tamil, Valga Tamil Nadu, Makkalai Pirikkum, Sanathanam, Nichayam, Olikapada Vendum, Nandri, Vanakkam. Velga Tamil, Valga Tamil Nadu, Makkalai Pirikkum, Sanathanam, Nichayam, Olikapada Vendum, Nandri, Vanakkam.
For us in the state of Tamil Nadu, Sanatan Dharma is equated to the caste hierarchy which it perpetuates. So that is why we keep saying that we should do away with caste hierarchy.
They are having that day from the day one of their taking government. Today he has spoken in the assembly, anything good for the people, irrespective of whatever things, definitely we will welcome that.
Eradicate is out, that means Narendra Modi is out, that means Sanatan Dharma in Tamil Nadu is already out. It will not prosper in Tamil Nadu.
सनातन पर वार और प्रहार करते करते कई लोगों का बंटाधार हो चुका है। सनातन वहीं है, वहीं रहेगा, लेकिन जो लोग सनातन के खिलाफ जो असहिष्णुता और स्पृश्यता का माहौल बनाते हैं, जो लोग इंटॉलरेंस और अनटचेबिलिटी का माहौल बनाते हैं, वो धीरे धीरे जनता के बीच में अनटचेबल हो जाते हैं।
Last time he said this, Supreme Court called it a hate speech. Stalin did not take any action, in fact promoted him as deputy CM. Congress was with him, never condemned it. And despite losing the elections, despite having an anti-Hindu, anti-Sanatan worldview, now there is no learning that he has taken from the election.
All right, so this is of course one of the major controversies that we are seeing, because you also have the elevation of Vijay's astrologer, Radhan Pandit Vetrivel, once a close aide of Jayalalitha, broke ties with her in 2014 and moved to Singapore before he entered Vijay's inner circle. Vijay has now brought him on board as an officer on special duty to the Chief Minister. However, this move has not gone down well with his own allies. From their partner, the Congress party, to those like BCK and even the CPM, many of these parties have questioned Vijay's move. So 3 major controversies in just the last 24 hours. Is this a sign of things to come in Tamil Nadu? That's what we debate tonight on the Newshour Agenda. Let's quickly open this up and take it across to our guest. Sanju Verma, BJP's national spokesperson, is with us. Shekhar Iyer, senior journalist, also with us. We have Rashid Kidwai, senior journalist, joining us. Nandakumar is a political analyst with us. Also with us is Jagadishwaran, political analyst, advocate S. Balan, political analyst, also with us. Jagadishwaran, you know, once we have seen what Stalin has said 2 to 3 years ago, as far as Sanatan Dharma is concerned, many other party leaders, including Udayanidhi Stalin, A. Raja, etc., have made similar comments. But we've seen what the High Court has also said. They have termed this as hate speech. Yet, on the floor of the assembly, once again, the new LOP making those comments once again. Is this just, you know, a reiteration? Because at the end of the day, the People's Court, you've not won with that kind of a narrative or rhetoric. Jagdishwaran.
See, number one, I don't think elections has anything to do with Sanatan Dharma in Tamil Nadu. Even Vijay might say the same thing tomorrow. And do you think people are going to hate Vijay? No. So please understand, the rest of India sees Sanatan in a different way. They equate Sanatan Dharma as Hinduism, but people of Tamil Nadu, as put out by the DMK spokesperson, this is more about caste hierarchy, and this is not, we are not equating Sanatan Dharma equal to Hinduism. So let's be clear on that. So I don't think Udayanithi Stalin or DMK was lost the election just because they spoke about Sanatan. No, it is not that way. I wanted to be very clear on that. Number one. So you see, when Udayanithi Stalin talks about Sanatan Dharma, it is more about an issue, I think. See, DMK fought this election on the planks of anti-BJP. Now Congress has moved with Vijay. So what could be the issue for DMK? So the anti-BJP votes is splitting, especially the minority votes. The half of the votes have already gone with Vijay. The other half is with DMK. So probably DMK doesn't want that, and they want their anti-BJP votes to stay with them. And that is why they're raking up Sanatan Dharma. That's how I see it. It's more of an issue to do with BJP. So
it's minority polarization. It's minority polarization that this statement is aimed at. Is that what you're saying essentially?
Yeah, kind of that. So not just with minority polarization, the anti-BJP votes. So they don't want to.
You're talking about minorities. So what does that mean? Anyway, let me bring in Sanju Verma. Sanju Verma, please respond to that. The loss of DMK has nothing to do with any narrative surrounding Sanatan Dharma. It's perceived very differently in Tamil Nadu as compared to the rest of the country, and perhaps it's also aimed at not letting the anti-DMK vote split like it did in this election. Respond, please, to Mr. Jagdishwaran.
Let me make one thing very clear to Mr. Jagdishwaran and more importantly to your audience, that be it the BJP's victory in Bengal, be it the BJP's victory in Assam, and even the manner in which DMK was annihilated, the manner in which DMK was obliterated, the manner in which DMK was completely wiped out and routed, with MK Stalin losing from his own bastion, that has to do with reverse polarization akin to Hindu consolidation. Point number one. Don't forget there are 44 lakh Christians in Tamil Nadu. There are around 42 lakh Muslims in Tamil Nadu. But there are 6.3 crore Hindus. I always say, Hindus may vote for Christians, they may vote for Muslims, Jains, what have you. As long as you are not stridently anti-Hindu, Hindus may vote for you, may not vote for you. But the moment you turn stridently anti-Hindu, then Hindus are not going to keep quiet. They will say enough is enough. And if MK Stalin and his acolytes, Udayanithi Stalin, and his acolytes have yet not learnt this expensive lesson after the manner in which DMK was embarrassed at the hustings, then all I can say is good luck to Udayanithi Stalin. His hubris, his arrogance and his anti-Hindu rants are going to cost the DMK dearly going forward. There is no coming back from the manner in which the DMK has been humbled at the hustings. And let's not forget very quickly one thing. This entire narrative, oh, we are not against Sanatan Dharma, we are against the caste hierarchy. Fine, maybe this is a bit of apples to oranges, not exactly apples to apples.
Okay.
But there are so many church denominations, Roman Catholic Church, Eastern Catholic Church, Baptist Church, Methodist Church, Lutheran Church, Presbyterian Church, Pentecostal Church.
Okay, let me bring in Mr. Balan on that point. I got your point, Sanju Verma. Mr. Balan, there are divisions, there is discrimination in every religion. It's not restricted to only Hinduism. All faiths have their level of discriminations or sects within them. The bigger question is, why is it only Sanatan Dharma then that is targeted, is the question that BJP is raising. Mr. Balan.
Okay, my answer is, why majority, minority, Hindu, Muslim, Christian, we are all Indians. There was election, some party got elected, some party don't get elected, that's the democracy. But having said so, why you link Sanatana Dharma with Hindu? Where do you get the word originated Hindu? From? Where do you get the word Sanatana?
Which religion is it part of, sir? Which religion is associated with Sanatana Dharma?
That is a name given by... Please listen to me. Please. Hindu is a word given by William Jones in the year 1799 at Calcutta. Prior to that, there was no Hindu religion. You read, see, where do you get Sanatan Dharma? What is meant by Sanatan Dharma? You explain to that. Do you mean to say Rama killing Sambhuga is Sanatan Dharma, or Ekalaiva metaphor in the Mahabharata is the
Which
Sanatan
religion are they a part of? Tell me, please tell me. Which religion are they a part of?
Sanatan Dharma. Where do you get this?
No, what are you saying? What are you saying? What is the point you are making? That these religious texts where these stories are mentioned are not part of Hinduism. Is that your contention?
There is this, no, this Sanatan Dharma, Hindu religion is a fiction, not a fact. It is the latest creation of the corporate Brahminical people in India, that they are very minority.
Corporate Brahminical.
Why you divide the people between religion? What do you know? What is the connection between caste and Sanatan Dharma? What is the relation between untouchability and Sanatan Dharma? What is the relation with the division of a village as...
Mr. S. Balan, can you answer me a simple question? You come from the state of Kerala. Can you shut down the Sabrimala temple there?
Tell me.
Is it possible for you to shut down the Sabrimala temple there?
I am not from state of Kerala.
You're not from there?
No, I am not from state of Kerala. I am from Tamil Nadu.
But the party that you support is the ruling party in Kerala. Can they shut down that? Can they shut down the temple of Sabrimala? Please tell me.
Say, that's a faith. Why you mix faith with politics?
That is the whole point.
Faith is your private.
That is the whole point. It is faith of people. It is linked to the faith of people. Whether you choose to call it Sanatan Dharma, whether you choose to call it Hinduism, whether you believe what is before 1700 or after that is immaterial. It's about the faith. And let me bring in Shekhar Iyer on that. Shekhar Iyer, the larger question is this. That of course DMK will say that we did not mean this, we are talking about caste oppression, so on and so forth. But the larger question is that every time they make this utterance, it gives an opportunity for the BJP to attack the DMK.
No, that will be there. But let us first examine why did Udayanithi say it today. See, the last 24 hours, rather 48 hours, Vijay's stock has been going up post-elections. And his gesture of calling on the opposition leaders, whether it is Mr. M.K. Stalin and whether it is other partners. He went to the Congress Satyamurthy Bhavan today. He went to meet Tirumavalavan, the leader of the VCK. He went to IUML office. See, when everybody is appreciating that Vijay has again revived the old political culture which was there before 1967, before DMK came to power, where political rivals were not political enemies. So when something new has happened, he wants to challenge Vijay and see if he is willing to come, whether he is willing to support his line or not. We all know what all happened in the last 4 or 5 days. How Udayanithi Stalin was desperate to see some arrangement to prevent Vijay from being sworn in as chief minister. See, DMK knows what exactly they are saying. And every time you say that, they will say, we are talking about caste hierarchy. Now, caste hierarchy, nobody is going to support. In the atrocities in the name of the caste, which Tamil Nadu continues to face. See, that is a major issue.
Yeah.
That they will not talk, and they could not do anything to stop it. And when it comes to giving tickets, they also go by which constituency, who is there, which area is dominated. They do all that.
Okay. Let me bring in Nandakumar on that point of view. Nandakumar, I'd like you to come in on this. Vijay was silent. He did not react when Udayanithi Stalin made these comments. No one in the assembly reacted. Is that to be taken as a kind of tacit support of the stance that has been taken by Mr. Udayanithi Stalin? And as Mr. Jagdishwaran says, is it possible that Vijay could be now, espousing such kind of thoughts, views, dialogues in days to come?
Definitely not, Madhu, because Vijay in his campaign all along, he was saying that every religion is my religion. And even if you see him, in spite of being a Christian, he has put tilak, and also he was wearing holy threads on his hand, which belongs to the Hindu religion. So he's not at all opposing any religion. Leaders' talk should be, or language should be in a way that unites the common man, not to inflame tensions between them. And this is the Mr. Udayanithi Stalin's high degree of immature speech. And if he wanted to fight indiscrimination, fight indiscrimination, fight in social injustice, fight caste indiscrimination, fight inequality, but do not fight to eradicate one religious faith completely, which is atrocious. And Tamil Nadu has been maintaining the communal harmony for a very long time. Even Ambedkar has argued, criticized about the caste indiscrimination, but he argued through constitutional rights and dignity, not hate slogans against some believers. And this is what completely Udayanidhi Stalin is creating a unwanted situation in the assembly. And that also you watched his speech. He was talking about Sanatan Dharma just before thanking his thanksgiving for the newly appointed speaker. So he was not taking the Sanatan Dharma as a whole topic and he was discussing. Just he made a passing comment and he went on.
But whatever, he did make that comment and there was no response as yet coming in from others. But Jagdishwaran, you want to respond to what he's saying? He says he doesn't agree with you, that Vijay is not going to make this comment. He has said that he believes in all faiths equally and that this is an immature comment coming in from Udayanidhi. Respond to Nandakumar.
See, I mean, even DMK believes in all the faiths. DMK, as you are putting it out, DMK did Kumbhavisayam for almost 4,000 temples.
But it repeats the name of only Sanatan Dharma somehow.
What will you say on that? There is 4,000 temples. They continuously did that. The Hindu endowment for it is obviously it's obviously DMK government. Which government did that? AIADMK government, BJP government. Which government is that? Is there a different government from Kerala? Is it a different government from Maharashtra? It is a DMK government that did that. What will you call about that? See, DMK is repeatedly saying there are almost 90% Hindus in our party, and we don't say anything.
But the point is that if you respect all religions, then don't make such statements, no, which are bound to be misinterpreted, which are bound to create polarizing. And you yourself agreed that this is being done for minority polarization. Why then make appeals which would in fact split society or divide society around communal lines?
No, wait. I was saying that about that politically. See, you played out the DMK spokesperson speech. He said this is about caste hierarchy. Even before 3 years, it was about the same caste hierarchy. See, after Udayanidhi called to eradicate Sanatan Dharma, they faced the 2024 elections. They won 40 out of 40 seats.
Okay. Let me bring in Rashid Kidwai. Rashid Kidwai, one thing is the argument that is being made politically or non-politically. I don't know what the difference is, because ultimately this is what politicians do. Politicians make speeches aimed at certain target audiences. And once again, after 3 years of the kind of dengue, malaria, Sanatan is like this, like that kind of statements, the first speech that Udayanidhi makes as LOP is once again about Sanatan Dharma and its eradication. So what is the larger messaging? Is it they feel that they've lost their minority vote and they want to get it back? What exactly is happening here?
So Madhav, first of all, pronouncements made in State Assembly are not subject to any sort of judicial review or anything. So right. He has that immunity and he has reiterated what he has been saying, though it's an atrocious remark and it's politically incorrect. I think it was a kind of trap for the for Vijay and for TVK to react, and they would be meaning, like people are saying, Vijay's silence also is being read into a lot of things. So I think it was a trap. I think it is very erroneous to link it with the sort of minority appeasement. Why would Muslims be happy if Sanatan Dharma is being criticized? The true spirit of Islam is to respect all faiths and not to criticize any other religion. So this is a political posture. Let's not link it with the faith of this. I think it was a sort of bouncer in cricketing term, which Vijay did well to duck it.
But one thing that a lot of criticism is coming in from, and you can bring in Mr. Balan on that. The MPs of the CPM, of the Congress, of the VCK, who are criticizing Vijay's appointment of his astrologer Radhan Pandit as an OSD. Do you agree with that move of Vijay, Mr. Balan?
No, I disagree. That shows the incompetence of Vijay. He's a rich actor earning in crores, leading a luxurious life, believes in astrology. We are in 21st century. The whole country has to be ashamed when a chief minister wanted an astrologer as the advisor. This is very unfortunate. It is the immature attitude of Vijay. He is unbecoming, unfit to become a chief minister. That is my comment.
So then why is the CPM and CPI supporting him in tomorrow's floor test, sir?
So you should ask them. I am not the spokesperson for CPI or CPI.
You're not a supporter of the left.
I am not CPI or CPI.
Okay, very quick to ditch the left parties when it's convenient or you don't have an argument.
I am not a CPI.
Okay, you're not a left supporter. Okay, this is news to me. All along you have supported their activities. Now suddenly you say I'm not the spokesperson. But that's fine. I'll give you that.
I am a left, but not CPI, CPM. I make it very clear.
Okay.
But a person believe in astrology in 21st century, becoming a Chief
No,
Minister
anybody
of
can
the
believe in anything,
state.
but appointing an
The
OSD
state
is another
what
cup of tea.
what-
Nandakumar, respond to that. How will these...
Yes, Madhav. See, nobody can criticize other man's belief. It is their own belief what they are believing in. And it is not right to say that just being an astrologer, this person has been appointed as an advisor. Need not to be. He may be a very, very personal relationship will be better. Personal trust and loyalty will be much better. And he would have given some strategic and political inputs to Vijay, which have worked out very well for him throughout the campaign and since the beginning of the party. We don't know that part. Everybody, what they know is that he is an astrologer. And astrologer has been appointed as an advisor. It is just a passing comment. Okay. And also, coming back to this Sanatana, you tell me which religion doesn't have social evils?
Of course, that is the question I posed to Mr. Jagdishwaran. But let's stick to this OSD point because this is interesting. And Rashid Kidwai, is this going to be a big sticking point? Is this a sign of things to come? Because if before the trust vote itself, I have not seen a situation where alliance partners are fighting on the eve of the trust vote, on the appointment of the Chief Minister's OSD.
Madhav, I think it's an interesting development. Me and Shekhar Iyer, we have covered, politics, and we have seen role of astrologers. So astrologers come in a package. They are actually political fixers. Look at P.V. Narasimha Rao's tenure, N.K. Sharma, Chandraswamy. There are several people were there. And they were, of course, nobody got an official position, but Sharma ji was very much visible in PMO. I had seen him a lot of times. So there are a lot of, politicians dabbled in that. But I think it's not that, to look at, Vijay's palm or, to tell him what is the appropriate time also. I think it's because many astrologers cut across party lines and the person we are talking about is also,
advisors than anything else. Sanju Verma, quick response.
Madhav, I quite like the term used by Rashid Kidwai, that very often astrologers tend to be political fixers. But I think while I'm not a Vijay supporter, I think to be fair to him, he has a former IRS officer, he has a former basketball player, he has a doctor in the cabinet. So what if he has an astrologer as an OSD? That would be the layman's logic. But I just want to say one thing very clearly. Let's not forget, today, Udayanidhi Stalin, Madhav, used his immunity on the floor of the assembly to actually commit contempt of court. Don't forget, there is a case pending against Udayanidhi Stalin in the Supreme Court. Supreme Court has not given him a clean chit. In fact, last year, in a very clear indictment of Udayanidhi Stalin, the Supreme Court gave a clean chit to Amit Malviya, upholding the Madras High Court verdict, saying that what Udayanidhi Stalin said about Sanatan Dharma is equal to hate speech. And it is misuse of freedom of speech. Okay. And don't forget, Udayanidhi Stalin also said, why was Vande Mataram sung before the Tamil Nadu song? All right.
I'm sorry I'm interrupting you, Sanju Verma. I have to thank all our panelists. There's some breaking news coming in. Sanju Verma, Shekhar Iyer, Rashid Kidwai, Nandakumar, Jagdishwaran, Advocate Balan. Many thanks to all of you for joining us.